Well, thanks again to everyone who sends questions to my homepage feature called Ask Byron. And so on my homepage, I will read a couple of questions and give you the answers. Jenny of Fargo asked a pretty good question. When you vote in August on a health care plan, are you going to vote for a plan that has prevention at the core to try to create healthier citizens? The answer is yes. I mean, I don't think we can fix health care unless we have substantial prevention. You know, we use the terms health care when in fact we really have sick care, because our system says when you get real sick, if you have insurance and so on, we'll put you in a hospital bed and you get acute care hospital bed assistance, which is the most expensive kind of health care. But the kinds of things at the front end that could prevent you from getting sick or prevent you from needing a hospital bed, that's prevention. Our healthcare system doesn't address that much at all. If we're really going to reform healthcare, then we have to change the model and say our emphasis is on prevention, on keeping people well, on preventing people from getting sick, rather than deciding we'll just ignore all that and pay the highest cost for an acute care bed in a hospital. So, Ginny, the question is relevant right down in the bullseye of the target of what we need to do to make a new healthcare program work. We also have a question from on tax policy from Dennis in Fargo. And again, on the homepage, here's what he asks. How does cutting taxes on millionaires and billionaires stimulate an economy? They only use the extra money to speculate on real estate, oil, stock market, hedge funds, and so on, causing bubbles and instability. Giving minimum wage workers, he goes on to say, the same amount of money would create real growth. They'd spend it on real goods, some made in the U.S., if in fact we make anything here anymore. Is that really that simple? It's Dennis of Fargo. Well, yeah, it is simple in many ways. I don't think that people that are making millions or billions of dollars, and there are some, ought to be paying some of the lowest tax rates in our country. I mean, that stands logic on its head. I believe in an ability to pay system, but you know, some of the people that are the highest income earners in America are paying a top income tax rate of 15%. I mean, I don't know if anybody's suggesting they go lower, but the fact is they ought to be paying the same kind of income tax everybody else is paying. They ought to pay their fair share. And it's not just individuals at the top of the income ladder that are paying some of the lowest rates. By the way, Warren Buffett, the world's richest man, is actually paying a lesser income and payroll tax rate than his receptionist at his office pays. And he says that's shameful. He said, if this is class warfare, my class is winning, he says. We have a responsibility to change the tax code and make sure everybody's paying their fair share. Most people do. So should the folks at the top of the income ladder. So Dennis, thank you. And I look to the rest of you, continue sending in your questions to the Ask Byron feature, and I'll continue answering them. Thank you.